Hello, you're watching QPVN News. I'm Anh Tuấn, and we keep you up to date with the headlines. Trần Đức Lương, a life devoted to nation. Protecting personal data contributes to digital economy development. Vietnam pushes inter-parliamentary cooperation at Russian Ecological Congress. On the morning of May the 25th, a state funeral was solemnly held for former President Trần Đức Lương at the National Funeral Hall in Hanoi, with ceremonies also taking place in Ho Chi Minh City and his hometown Quảng Ngãi province. Party General Secretary Tô Lâm, President Lương Cường, National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn, and many former and incumbent leaders attended the ceremony. Attending the funeral were Lao Vice President Pani Yathotu and Vice President of the Cambodian People's Party Men Saman, President of the National Council of the Solidarity Front for the Development of Cambodia Motherland, and Chairwoman of the Vietnam-Cambodia Friendship Association. At 7 a.m. this morning, the funeral ceremony for former President Trần Đức Lương was solemnly held. In a deeply respectful atmosphere, the national anthem was played to bid farewell to a virtuous, exemplary leader who devoted his life to the country and the people. Delivering the eulogy, President Lương Cường praised former President Trần Đức Lương as a key party and state leader, known for his integrity, high sense of responsibility, and deep dedication to national unity and the people's well-being. President Trần Đức Lương led an exemplary life and was deeply respected by comrades, compatriots, and international friends. President Lương Cường extended heartfelt condolences to his family. On behalf of the family, Trần Tuấn Anh expressed deep gratitude to former and incumbent party and state leaders, international friends, and all those who came to pay their respects. After the tribute, party and state leaders, family members, and representatives from across the country walked around the coffin in final farewell. To the solemn strains of the Soul of Martyrs, the coffin was taken to Nội Bài Airport, then flown to his hometown in Quảng Ngãi for burial at his family's cemetery in Đức Phổ town. Throughout his revolutionary life, from a diligent geologist to head of state, former President Trần Đức Lương left a profound mark and made significant contribution to national development. In every role, he showed firm political will, sharp thinking, high sense of responsibility, and a heart devoted to the nation and people. Beginning as a geologist, he quickly stood out for his expertise and the dedication. As the co-author of the Geological Map of Vietnam, a scientific work honored with the Ho Chi Minh Prize, he helped lay a solid foundation for the country's resource development strategy.
Nhìn vào cái quá trình phấn đấu của ông.
After moving north from a poor hometown post-liberation, he rose from technician to team leader in the challenging field of geology, eventually becoming Deputy Prime Minister, then President, through relentless effort. In his roles as Deputy Prime Minister and then President, Trần Đức Lương proved to be a leader with deep strategic vision and the ability to manage complex affairs across multiple sectors. His presidency came during difficult times, yet he had bold ideas and actions, leading the country forward in defense, politics, economics, and diplomacy. He always prioritized national unity, actively promoting policies that strengthened connections among ethnic groups, religions, and social classes. Deeply committed to Ho Chi Minh's ideology, he often reminded us the Fatherland Front must not be formalistic or bureaucratic, and especially not a distance from the people. He insisted central party resolutions must focus on the grassroots level. With 65 years in the party, former President Trần Đức Lương was a shining example of dedication, simplicity, and intellect, a model leader who served the nation all his life, leaving a lasting legacy for future generations. Continuing the third session of the 15th National Assembly on May the 24th, the draft law on personal data protection was discussed under the chair of National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn. Party General Secretary Tô Lâm and Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính attended the meeting. At the meeting, National Assembly deputies observed a minute of silence in memory of former President Trần Đức Lương. The deputies agreed on the need to develop the law on personal data protection to create a comprehensive legal framework for personal data protection, while promoting the legal use of personal data to serve economic and social development. In addition, it is necessary to add the act of creating false information or data or distorting history, dividing the Great National Unity Bloc to the list of prohibitions. Regarding the monitoring mechanisms, there are opinions that it is necessary to set up a hotline to receive feedback on violations of personal data protection regulations. On the morning of May the 24th, General Phan Van Giang, Minister of National Defense, chaired a working session with the Vietnam Border Guard Command on the plan to rearrange border guard posts, stations and commands under the Provincial Military Command, with a goal to better meet requirements of national border management and protection in the new context. General Phan Van Giang required the General Staff to direct relevant agencies to coordinate with the Vietnam Border Guard Command to thoroughly review and develop plans. He stressed to urgently conducting fact-finding trips, thus grasping the terrain and border security situation to study and rearrange border guard stations. This is to meet the task of managing and protecting national border sovereignty and security, while aligning with the organizational restructuring of the political system, the reorganization of administrative units at all levels, and the Central Military Commission's project on further streamlining local military organizations. Recently, the Party Committee of Warehouse K334 under the Air Defense Air Force Service held its 2025-2030 Party Congress with the theme Democracy, Solidarity, Development. In the past term, the warehouse effectively carried out key tasks such as receiving, distributing, maintaining and repairing technical and logistic equipment. It focused on building a comprehensively strong unit, renewing leadership methods and enhancing inspection and supervision, ensuring absolute safety in all operations. With strong unity and determination, the Party Committee aims to build on achievements and fulfill its task in the 2025-2030 term. Coming up next, Vietnam pushes inter-parliamentary cooperation at Russian Ecological Congress. Tuition fee exemption and investment for future. Recently, the plenary session of the 11th Nevsky International Ecological Congress with the theme Ecology in the New Reality, Challenges and Opportunities took place in Russia. The event accentuates the importance of multilateral cooperation in dealing with climate change. Leading the high-ranking delegation of Vietnam's National Assembly to the event, National Assembly Vice Chairman Lê Minh Hoan put forward three key proposals to address climate change, resource depletion, and ecological instability. Speaking at the plenary session, Speaker of the Russian Federation Council, Valentina Matvienko, affirmed that the large participation of more than 1,000 delegates at the event demonstrated the international community's respect and responsibility for global ecological and environmental challenges. National Assembly Vice Chairman Lê Minh Hoan conveyed Vietnam's messages, policies and commitment to global environment initiatives. He highlighted the importance of finding urgent and long-term solutions to global environmental challenges. On behalf of the Vietnamese National Assembly Vice Chairman Lê Minh Hoan put forward 3 key proposals to address climate change, resource depletion, and ecological instability. Earlier, he had talks with First Deputy Speaker of the Federation Council of the Federal Assembly of Russia and Chairman of the Russia-Vietnam Friendship Parliamentary Group, Andrei Yatskin. National Assembly Vice Chairman Lê Minh Hoan highly appreciated the significance and theme of the Congress, which reflected the urgent global environmental issues. On the same day, National Assembly Vice Chairman Lê Minh Hoan met with his Lao counterpart, Somat Fonsena, Deputy President of the Malaysian Senate, Datuk Nur Jalan Bintang Sri Mohammed, and Deputy Speaker of the Indonesian People's Consultative Assembly, Edi Soprano. The National Assembly recently reviewed a proposal and report on a draft resolution to exempt tuition fees for students from preschool to the end of public high school nationwide. This proposed policy has raised hopes among citizens as it reflects a humane approach and marks a major step toward equal and inclusive access to education and investment for the country's future. As a single mother raising 3 children with an unstable income from delivery work, My Linh finds life very difficult. The idea that her children might soon be exempt from tuition fees brings her much relief. I'm very happy. Raising 3 kids alone is tough. If this policy takes effect next school year, it will be a huge help. When I'm sick or have to be absent from work, I'll feel less worried. Her sentiment is widely shared among parents across the country. I'm truly happy that the state is looking after the children, not just me. Parents nationwide are excited about this policy. Vietnam currently has 23.2 million students, including 21.5 million in public schools. The tuition exemption reflects the government's commitment to equality and consistent education policy. An estimated $1.18 billion is needed for implementation. People are excited, students more confident and motivated. This shows the party and state view education as a top priority, and that investment in education means investing in people. It encourages us to strive harder. In addition, public school students, those in private schools following the general curriculum, will also receive tuition support at public school levels, ensuring equality in education for all. Alongside the exemption, many citizens believe the government should also ensure education quality, better facilities, support teachers, and provide suitable curriculum. On the morning of May the 24th, the program Books for Trees 2025 was launched at 20 exchange points in 6 localities nationwide. The activity is part of a series of events celebrating World Environment Day on June the 5th. The program calls on the community to bring books, scrap paper, clothes, toys, old batteries and used items to exchange for trees or environmentally friendly products. This year, the program aims to receive some 20 tons of books, 30,000 products, and attract over 10,000 volunteers. After 6 years of organization, the program has exchanged over 85 tons of books and papers of all kinds, donated hundreds of bookcases to students in remote areas, at the same time contributing to building a reading culture, protecting the environment, and promoting equal education. This is the end of the QPVN News today. Remember to watch our news again at qpvn.vn. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.